Do you even care about your life? All this responsibility negating, excuse making. How about you actually do what you said you was going to do instead of just say it? I see and hear a lot of words and lips moving, but I don't see a lot of action being took. You've been procrastinating on that one goal for how long? While you've been waiting, people have been making moves. You should be mad you haven't made a move. You should be moving towards the direction you want to go. You expect the goal to just fall in your lap, but you're the furthest away from it. If you actually want to do something with your life that you only live once, and remember, time and energy is non-refundable, while you're scrolling on TikTok, wasting your life, you could be doing something that will actually fulfill you instead of gratify you short term. You're so caught up on what can I get? You forgot that you actually had a life to actually build and construct in the image of your best self. Now, you can negate the responsibility of your life and suffer the consequence of that and remain an inferior specimen of what not to be, or you could actually pick up the responsibility and respond with ability to construct your life in the image of your best self, higher self. You're so stuck in this lower, inferior way of moving through existence that you forgot that you actually have a higher emanation of your consciousness that you're not emanating. So remember that your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your habits, and your habits create your character. So if you're not thinking the right way, then you won't be acting the right way. So instead of trying to stop an effect with an effect, you should look at the cause and try to rewire your mind to not be so low disfranchised, just low fucking creature-like, non-productive, lazy, out of shape, procrastinating individual. Instead, you should actually become what you want to be instead of remain what the fuck you are, because what the fuck you are is not what you want to be, and that's why you project your miser tendencies into the universe and you walk around with this level of stress and tension in your mind, and then you feel and entitle yourself to thinking that you can walk around life and project that onto other people. Now, you have to understand that the reason you're so stressed is because you are not the individual you want to be, but not only that, you're living a life you don't want to live. So before you lie to yourself and you sequence yourself back into that hypnagogic state of being in discoherence of reality, you should look at your life and look in the mirror at yourself and ask yourself, is this who I want to be? And if you are not who you want to be, then instead of trying to escape your reality with the bottle and the smoke, you should actually solve your fucking problems, because your problems won't just evaporate into thin air and relinquish you from the burden of having to solve them. You have to understand that when you solve your problem, you actually gain XP, experience points. So instead of ignoring them, you should probably look them in the face, because they've been conquering you this whole time. You either are getting conquered or you are conquering. There is no if, buts, or neutrality of not having to do something in life. You can't just choose not to live if you were born into life. It's like you're an animated object in the universe. So are you going to animate, or are you going to be a redundant, unwilling piece of shit on earth? And are you just going to reverberate inadequacy for us to pick up on and then check ourselves to ensure we end up nothing like you? Now, you can either be the example or you can be the example. And what do I mean? You can either be the example of what not to be, or you could be the example of what to be. And if you're not being the example of what to be, then we're obviously picking up that you're the example of what not to be. So before you walk around in a comfortable state like nothing's wrong, we can look at you and tell something's wrong. Look at your body. Your body is a reflection of your mind. If you are extrinsically motivated for your body, that's different. But if you actually just build as a nature in your human nature, then your body is going to reflect that. And if you destroy in a normal nature, if that's your normal nature to destroy, you'll also reflect that with your habits. You'll reflect that with your body. You have to understand your habits create the individual that you are. So the difference between you and the man next to you is nothing really. It's just what he does and what he knows, what you don't do and what you don't know. So before you make an excuse to remain that low-level bitch, inadequate piece of shit your entire life, you should probably realize that your life is in your hands and the power is within you. All you have to do is actually do something to unlock it. It's been waiting for you. You're ignoring it. Stop ignoring it, and maybe you can have a life you actually want to live instead of ignoring the responsibility and duty of your own life. Soul, you have to be a soul, an actual soul, not an inanimate object. You're not a fucking plastic toy just waiting around for some shit to fall on its lap. No, you actually have to go and you have to demand and you have to take what the fuck you want, irrefutably, of what others think. All of y'all are conforming to all these notions in society. All these pieces of shit are conforming, deforming abnormalities, sanctioned to the obituary of being a piece of shit their entire life. Fuck that. That ain't us. You either get with the motion and cause commotion, or you inflict self-deprivation and remain deprived your entire fucking life. Now, for some of us, we can't settle for less. We only want more. When it comes to the workout, give me more. When it comes to the running, give me more. When it comes to the money, give me more. When it comes to the work, I want more. While you want less, we want more. So when you want less, we take what you have because you chose less. Because we want more. So we came in to earth. We came into the domain of physical reality, and we came to dominate. Now, unless you're gonna remain that inferior piece of shit, you should conglomerate a mindset and culminate a certain way of moving in reality so you can correspond to the higher degrees of experience. Now, everyone wants to make an excuse profusely. Fuck that. We make the polarity of an excuse profusely. When you say you don't want to do it, that's when we're going to do it. When you say you'll do it later, that's when we just did it. When you said you was going to do it, we already did it. Because we're not like you. So you need to develop yourself to a certain level so you can actually get on the level so you can experience the person and the reality that you want to experience. Now, you can go down into the link and join the self-development program, and you can join our community if you don't know where to start. But as a human, as a living entity, as a perpetual sequencing of events being experienced by the I am, you are the I am, the awareness of being. So if you actually want to be aware of experience something you want to experience, instead of this conglomeration of just bullshit in your life, you should probably develop yourself to a certain level so you can actually experience the certain level. You're neglecting your own life.